Carl Lebo.
Guys, no more laps. Line them up. Line them up. Let's fill them up, fill them up, fill them up, fill them up. Clean them out, clean them out, clean them out. Down and quiet. Here we go. We're off and running. Our first 25-minute A final. Oh, they're all tied up back here in the back. Race number 12 now underway. Race number 13, Pro E-Buggy B final coming up next. Jader Lopez going to lead on lap number 1 as he comes down the front straightaway. Here in 40-plus Nitro Buggy, presented by Exalt out on the track. Louis Perez holding on number 2 spot, Alan LeBest in number 3, Richard Dean in 4, and Gene Hickerson in the 5. Jader in the HB, running the J Concepts tires. Already opening up a gap here on the field. Alan LeBest now works his way up into that number 2 spot. Richard Dean holding on to number 4. Gene Hickerson finds himself into 5 last time by the line. Now Gene Hickerson going to climb all the way up into that number 2 spot. So big climb there for Gene Hickerson. You got a minute 20 down, 23:40 left to go. Good battle right now going on between Gene Hickerson, Alan LeBest, Richard Dean, and Louis Perez. These guys are also all in the points battles here. Had quite a few people that run the series regularly using this round as a drop. So it could be a big point stay for those in attendance. It's Lopez now with a 6-second lead up on Gene Hickerson. Gene has now opened up a 3-second lead on Louis Perez. Alan LeBest last time by the line, only 1/10 of a second back of Louis. There's Gene coming across the line. Here comes Alan. He works his way up into number 3. Louis Perez across the line now in the 4. Our top 4 kind of spread apart from one another. Mike Walker from 11th on the starting grid all the way up into the 5. And right as they come across the line, it's going to be Richard Dean making the pass now up into the number 5 spot. All right, you're 3 minutes down, 22 minutes left to go. Still the same order here at the top of the leaderboard as Louis Perez works a 5 just in front of Dave Fowler. Mike Walker in that number 7 spot. Corey Brown in the number 8. Tony Pattishaw in the number 9. Carl Lebo in the 10. Josh Cox in the 11. And Jonathan Hernandez in the number 12 spot. All right, you're right at 4 minutes down, 21 minutes left to go. Gene Hickerson, Jader Lopez, Alan LeBest, 1, 2, and 3. Richard Dean right now running in at number 4 spot, 9 seconds back of the 3. Louis Perez holding on to the 5. Next round will be held at Capital City Raceway. Got Bobby Moore there as we speak, putting in a brand new, fresh layout for everybody to race on. If you've never been to Capital City Raceway, they probably have the biggest and nicest driver stand in America. That thing is huge. So there is no problem seeing the track at Capital City Raceway. You're right at 5 minutes down, 20 minutes left to go. We have a new race leader as Gene Hickerson has now made the pass on Jader Lopez for that top spot. Alan the Best holding on at number 3, Richard Dean at number 4, Louis Perez in the 5. Six minutes down, 19 minutes remaining. Gene right now with a very slim lead here up on Jader Lopez. Was the last. Oh, looks like Gene now going to get the takeoff wrong on this first double right in front of the driver's stand. That is going to allow Jader Lopez to slip past as Jader Lopez moves back up into the top spot. Gene, though, right there behind him, only 9/10 of a second back last time by the line. Now here they come in through the drop down. Alan the Best, 16 seconds back of that lead. Well, we got quite a few people watching in YouTube land. Let's see here. So, our camera guy, our media guy, we don't have a huge production team here. We have all of one, Danny Paz. So, can we get maybe a little bit of lunch money thrown Danny Paz's way for our viewers that are watching on YouTube? Can we get us a little lunch money thrown? That man loves him some quesadillas. So if y'all can maybe throw Danny Paz, y'all watching the 40-plus Nitro Buggy online here on YouTube, throw him a little lunch money his way. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Jader Lopez right now with a 2.1 second lead up on Gene Hickerson, who's working at number 2 spot. Richard Dean has now ran down Alan the Best for that number 3 as we are right at just over 7 minutes down and 18 minutes remaining. So we're getting ready for our first round of fuel stops here. Jader Lopez still maintaining the race lead. 3 seconds up on Gene Hickerson last time by the line. Richard Dean, Alan the Best. They trade positions as Dean now moves up into the 3. Alan the Best falls down to the number 4. Lopez coming across the line. Lopez running some quick laps right here in the middle of the race. You're now 8 minutes down, 17 minutes left to go. A little bit of a long lap here for Gene Hickerson. He's falling down to that number 3 spot. Comes across the line. Looks like he come in for his fuel. You're now 8.5 down, 16:30 left to go. Jader Lopez, Richard Dean, Gene Hickerson, Alan the Best, Louis Perez, your top 5. Dave Fowler holding on to the 6, Corey Brown in the 7, Tony Padishaw in the 8, Carl Lebo working the number 9, Mike Walker in the 10, Josh Cox in the 11, John Fernandez in the 12. All right, 9 minutes down, 16 minutes remaining. Race number 13, your Pro E-Buggy B final is coming up next. Jader Lopez now opens up a nearly 19-second lead here on the field. Richard Dean has closed the gap for the number 2 spot. He is now 1.6 seconds back of the 2. Alan the Best working in at number 4. Louis Perez in the 5. Oh, man, we got to thank you. Joey Fisher sending him $10. Some lunch money for our cameraman, media guy, Danny pass. So I think our cameraman going to be able to get at least a quesadilla from somewhere. He is a quesadilla eating fool. So thank you, Joey Fisher, for the $10. Jader Lopez, Gene Hickerson, Richard Dean, Alan Nabess, and Louis Perez, your top 5. Excuse me. Dave Fowler working in at number 6. Corey Brown in the 7. Patty Shaw in the 8. Carl Lebo right now in that number 9. Mike Walker working the 10. Mike Walker had moved up way into the leaderboard here at the start of the race, but has now kind of slowly fallen back. We've still got a long ways to go. $11 minutes down, 14 minutes left to go. Lopez right now with a 25-second lead up on Gene Hickerson. Hickerson only 3/10. Oh, man, we got a good battle right now for the number 2 spot. Here they come down that front straightaway. Alan Nabess, Gene Hickerson, and Richard Dean. They are all going at it right now for that number 2. Here they come in through the drop down. Alan Nabess running that HB buggy. Coming in through the 180s, now at the keyhole. Over here on the left hand, now on to the middle section of track, right in front of the driver's stand. As they work the doubles, right-hand side. Here comes Alan Nabess across that start-finish line. Jader Lopez now with nearly a lap up on the field. It's Alan, Richard, Gene, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, and 4, excuse me. Here now 12 minutes down, 13 minutes left to go. All right, so we was able to get Danny past $10. Well, if we can get him a little bit more money, he might be able to afford a drink and some sides with his quesadilla. So if you would feel generous in the super chats in there, give some money there to Danny Pass for all his hard work on the camera feed. We'd greatly appreciate it. Looks like we got 80 people watching online right now on YouTube's. You're halfway there, racers. 12:30 down, 12:30 left to go. Lopez still out in front. Alan Nabess, Gene Hickerson, Richard Dean, and Louis Perez, your top 5. Louis Perez in at number 5, Dave Fowler in number 6, Corey Brown in the 7, Carl Lebo in the 8, Mike Walker 9, John Hernandez 10, Josh Cox in the 11. So as we're in the bottom half of the race now, Jader with a whole lap up on the field. Also got A.J. Johnson going to send a little lunch money as well. Sending some money, I think, via Cash App for Danny. So thank you, A.J. Johnson, watching at home. Well, we might be able to feed Danny some dinner tonight. It's Lopez, Abess, Hickerson, Dean, and Perez, your top 5. $11 minutes left to go. Jader Lopez right now out in front. One whole lap up on the field. Alan Nabess at the next round of fuel stops now finds himself 2.6 seconds up on Gene Hickerson. Gene Hickerson is 4.5 seconds up on Richard Dean. Oh, we got Bob Trim sending another $10 as well. Thank you, Bob Trim. We wish you were here as well. We will definitely see you at the next round. Bob Trim from Gaines RC. If you don't follow him on YouTube, please give him a search, like, and follow. You're 14:30 down, 10:30 left to go. Alan Nabess coming across the start-finish line. Gene Hickerson now 3.2 seconds back in at number 2. It's Lopez, Abess, Hickerson, Dean, and Perez, your top 5. 15 minutes down, 10 minutes left to go here in this 25-minute A final. 40-plus Nitro Buggy presented by Exalt. It's being led currently by Jader Lopez. Started in that number 1 spot, gave up the lead there for just a little bit at the beginning, and then he took it back over, and he has now set sail. That HB is performing flawlessly for him at the moment, as we are right at 9:30 left to go. Oh, man, we are up to $40 for Danny Pad's meal fund. So thank you, everybody that has been donating. Got $10 from Joey Fisher, $10 from Bob Trim, and $20 from A.J. Johnson. I can't even see Danny at the moment as he's up on top of the scaffolding, but I guarantee you he's got a big old smile on his face. Jader Lopez right now with 30 seconds up on the field. Alan Abess holding on to the number 3. Easy now, guys. Easy. That's your second place running buggy. Lap traffic, be careful now. It's your second place running buggy. Gene working his way up and over the doubles. He has a 3.6 second lead right now up on Alan Abess. So some of our viewers here on YouTube pointing out that it looks like a wing mount may be broken on Gene Hickerson's car, because that wing is kind of flipping and flopping around a little bit. It's staying in place right at the moment, so it's still useful as he's jumping through the air. Oh, right as I say it now, that thing's all leaning to the side here. Yep, so now it's... Oh, boy, now that thing's going to be a handful to drive as it comes up over the doubles. Jader Lopez with a 28-second lead up on Gene Hickerson with 7:30 left to go. These guys are now within their final fuel window. Oh, do I see Gene? Gene diving into the pits here. Are they going to – oh, they're just going to tear it off. Oh, yeah, so they go ahead and they fuel him up, and they just tear off the wing. Gene's like, the heck with it. I'm going to put it in go fast mode. Going for the aerodynamic advantage of high speed. So he'll have to kind of relearn how to drive that buggy a little bit now without the rear wing on it. It's not going to jump the same. Alan Abess last time by the line with 3.9 seconds back. So Alan is going to fall down a little bit. We thank you, Bryson Dwyer, as well for your donation to the Feed Danny Fund. We're up to $50. That young man's going to be able to eat for 2 days. I'm thinking of all the quesadillas he can buy. 6:40 left to go. 6:40 left to go. I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. Danny's got him a girlfriend. Her name is Evelyn. So he might be able to take Miss Evelyn out on a... Oh, front straightaway. They get it worked out. He might be able to take Miss Evelyn out on a date. Thank you to the YouTube viewers at home. Jader Lopez, Alan Abess now in that number 2, but Gene Hickerson, wingless, currently running in that number 3 spot. There goes Alan down the front straightaway. Let's see where I'm looking for Gene's car. Here he comes. Coming down the front straightaway. Now he's 10 seconds back of that number 2. Bryson Dwyer watching at home. Bryson Dwyer is on baby watch. That baby is due any minute. So he's having a sit down this weekend as he's a soon-to-be father. Oh, we got one upside down over there on the top left. There they go. They get it worked out. So, Bryson, we wish you were here, but we certainly understand why you're not. And I hope Miss Sierra, I know she's probably a little miserable right now, but I hope everything goes well with the birth of y'all's first child. Yeah. And we will see you at Capital City. 5:20 left to go, 5:20 remaining. Louis Perez now up into the number 4. Richard Dean now back to the 4. Louis Perez into 5. Race each other clean now, guys. Richard gets a little bit wrong. Going to marshal it himself as he got all kind of squirrely. Top right-hand side of the track. Here they come in through the drop down. That's our highest and closest battles right now as they're battling out for that 4, 5, and 6. Got Raymond Goginski checking in. Raymond not able to make the race here this weekend. We'll see him at Capital City, I'm sure. Here they come down the front straightaway, coming across that start-finish line. That looks like that was Carl Lebo just dove out of the pits. Our Pro E Buggy B final coming up next. Jada Lopez across the line, 24 seconds up on the field. Jada right now just out on a cruise, playing in the dirt, trying to find a hole to hit. For those of y'all that don't know, that's a saying for those of us that like to play in the mud, us old country folk. We'll go find a hole to hit. That means going to go find a mud hole. 21 minutes down, 4 minutes left to go. Jada Lopez out on the best. Gene Hickerson, Richard Dean, and now Kari Brown up into the top 5. Let's see here. I'm trying to see who's on the fuel gun down there for Kari Brown. I believe it might be Miss Kayla Espinel on the fuel gun for... No, not on the fuel gun for Kari. I can't quite make out who the pit guy is for Kari. Is it? No, it ain't Josie. I can't tell who it is. I thought it was Kayla. Yeah. So, Kayla has now put Kari Brown up into the top 5. Richard Dean, Miss Stephanie, Richard Dean's wife, pitting him, has got him in that number 4 spot. Gene Hickerson working to number 3. I think Mike Eichmeyer is the one that's on the fuel gun for him. Alan the Best working in the number 2 spot. Jada Lopez with the race lead. 22 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. Hey, thank you all them guys. We've got $50 raised for Loverboy, Mr. Danny Paz. He's going to be able to afford some quesadillas and take his new girlfriend, Miss Evelyn. I have not had the pleasure of meeting Miss Evelyn yet. Easy back there in the back now, guys. Easy meeting Miss Evelyn yet, but hopefully now that we've raised at least $50, they can take her out on a dinner date. Maybe we'll get a picture of her one day. He won't even show us a picture. A little bit of problems there for Jada Lopez. Rolled it upside down. He's still got a comfortable lead up on the field. All right, you're 23 minutes down. 2 minutes left to go. Gene Hickerson running pretty strong in that number 3 spot with that wingless S-Works buggy. Didn't take him very long to acclimate and adjust himself to running with it. There he comes down the front straight, working that left-hand side now. Kari Brown and Richard Dean, 4 and 5. They're going at it for that final podium spot. Louis Perez finds himself 10 seconds off a podium. Richard Dean now 2.2 seconds back of Kari. $130 left to go, $130 remaining. There's Tony Pattishaw coming across the line. Pattishaw apparently had a little bit of trouble in the pit. I think Josie might have let him run out of fuel. Josh Cox holding on to that number 11. Mike Walker in the 10. That's our 2 bump ups.
1 minute left. 45 seconds left.
Okay, no problem. No problem. I'll get it for you. Thank you. With 40 seconds left to go here in this 25-minute, 40-plus Nitro Buggy final, the humps, the bumps, and the lumps are almost over for these guys. Got another big hole that's starting to open up on the front straightaway. Albert Perez out there doing a dance on the front straightaway. I hope we got that on camera. The old man still got some moves in them feet.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds left to go for Jader Lopez. This is probably going to be his final lap here. Jader has run a fantastic race. Oh, no, he's stuck in the pipe. Oh, no. There he goes.
Done.
So Gene Hickerson, wingless out there, going to come home in that number 3 spot as he makes his
Richard Dean done.
bid for the win, and the 40 plus going to come up just a little bit short as Jader Lopez, your top qualifier, takes the win here in 40 plus Nitro Buggy. Alan the Best going to come home in at number 2 spot. Kari Brown going to finish up in the 4, and Miss Stephanie Dean going to put Richard Dean in that number 5 and final podium spot. Alrighty, guys. Put your, waiting on Mike Walker.
Mike Walker done.
There we go, guys. That's the race. Everybody is done.